So what is the best video editing software for Mac and PC, and how can you take your video editing to the next level? I'm gonna talk about that in this video. Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Think Media TV, helping you go further, faster in media. And on this channel, we do tech gear reviews, video gear reviews, and even software videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And hey, at any point during the video, check out links and show notes in the description below. I'll list out everything I talk about and all the software recommendations down there. Let's get into the video. So a ton of questions have been coming in from you guys about video editing software. What's the best free software? Budget? What do I use? What are tips for video editing? So let's jump into it. Gareth asks, I was wondering for first-time YouTubers on a very low budget, what software do you recommend? And so I would recommend, literally, if you're just starting out, start with the free software that you already have. iMovie on your Mac or Windows Movie Maker on your PC. And just use that for a while, start posting videos. It's not the best, but it definitely will get the job done. So that's a great starting point. Now, as far as low budget software goes, I really recommend Adobe Premiere Elements. And you can actually grab this for about 60 bucks. I'll link up an Amazon link. You could either get they'll send you the CD or you can digitally download it for either Mac or PC. I believe it's Elements 14 now, but I also recommend that you get the bundle with Photoshop Elements. I think you can get that for about 80 bucks. And a lot of times during like Cyber Monday and stuff, sometimes it's heavily discounted. And that is a great way to get into not just your video editing software with Premiere, but also creating your thumbnails and other social media graphics with Photoshop Elements. Vince asks, what do you use for video editing software, and do you use a Mac or a PC? Thanks for the question, Vince. Now, personally, and what I think is the best video editing software is Adobe Premiere Pro, or CC, Creative Cloud, right now. That's what I personally use, and I know this may be controversial, but I use a PC to edit. I know a lot of people who edit on Mac. I've actually been on PC my whole life, and I've been using Premiere since 2002. That many versions ago, I've been on Adobe Premiere. It's just gotten better and better, and it's really what I recommend that you eventually get into, or if you want to jump right into it right now, I believe it's the best video editing software for a couple reasons. It has what's called the Mercury Playback Engine that's able to utilize the GPU on your computer. Now, not to get too technical on you, but it sounds kind of weird that actually a lot of video editing softwares don't really use your video card for processing video. And so Premiere started to utilize that with the Mercury Playback Engine, meaning this: it edits faster, it renders faster, it exports faster. And so Premiere with the right Mac or PC is super powerful. Now, I also recommend Final Cut 10 because it also can do really fast rendering and processing. And for most people's needs, I think speed is everything when it comes to YouTube. So either of those solutions set up right, whether Final Cut or Premiere on a good computer, will really speed up how fast you can edit, render, export, all of those things. Now, Adobe Premiere costs about 20 bucks a month, and it's a subscription, and I think it's worth every single penny. Final Cut costs 300 bucks one time. And I think you do get upgrades with that. But the nice thing about paying monthly is that they're always upgrading the software, so it's always compatible with the latest video camera formats. You know, depending on what kind of camera, or if you're using a GoPro or a DSLR or some kind of point and shoot, the video file formats are always a little bit different. And Premiere does like a great job of handling all those file formats and staying current. Life Hacks and Pranks asks, can you do a video on editing? So for now, I have not done a video on editing, but here's my biggest tip for learning how to use any of these pieces of software. I recommend lynda.com, and I'll link it up in the YouTube description below. What it is that's an education site with great step-by-step video tutorials to learn anything, probably any of the software platforms I've mentioned here, but definitely Premiere, definitely Final Cut. And you could probably sign up for a free trial, and if you were to just take a day, just take a weekend day to go through all of those modules, you're gonna learn how to edit. That's probably the shortest path from point A to point B when it comes to learning editing. Think Sterling asks, how long did it take to learn the editing techniques needed to create this video? I watch videos like this and wonder how difficult it is to learn. So my general video editing tips are this. it took quite a while. I think that anything gets better, as you practice and as you do it a lot. And I've been editing video for, it feels like, almost 15 years now. And so repetition, really will help you get better. Just getting in there and doing it will help you get better. But I think the video you were referencing was one where I did some kind of cool stuff about my whole equipment setup, and it was a little more technical even than these videos. I'll link it up on the YouTube card so you could check out that video. But for me, I think that having good influences will help you edit better. Meaning, look at somebody who's like, whoa, that editing is on point, and then try to replicate that. And actually early on, the influences that I would look to was skate videos, like skateboarding, snowboard videos, and the editing style, the music choice, the way that they edited to music, the whole vibe and creativity of that industry is huge. And so if you want to really kind of level up your vibe, and you could of course follow people like today, guys like Casey Neistat are taking editing to the next level. Learn the software like through Lynda, and then watch content that is really good editing, and then just imitate it. I mean, it's still gonna be different when you do it, but you go, okay, wow, look how fast their cuts are. How could I speed up my cuts? How could I edit to the beat on music more? Things like that. That's probably my best tips for getting better, and then just do it a lot and you'll get better over time. Question of the day: what video software do you use, and what are your tips for getting better at video editing? Let me know in the comments section below, and remember that some of the best tips and ideas come from you, the Think Media TV community. So make sure to connect with everybody in the comments section. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Definitely subscribe for more videos just like this. And if you haven't downloaded the Think Media TV Video Gear Buyer's Guide, it's a guide I put together with the best deals for every budget on cameras, lighting, microphones. And so you can download that. I'll link it up on the YouTube card as well in the description below. Until next time, Think Media TV is helping you go further, faster in media. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, helping you think.
Imagination playing tricks on me. What's the difference in love or scheme?
Ooh. If you're still watching this video, that means you get the insider secrets for video. The best book ever written, the 101 Essential Tips for Video in a Nutshell.